89 cents in the ashtray. Half empty bottle of Gatorade rolling in the floorboard.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Community In Depth. And I am happy to have in studio with us today Jeff Lucas. He is here today to tell us about an event that he and his wife, Lynn, and their daughter, Mackenzie, have been organizing, and that is the third annual Blast and Legacy Weekend, the Mitchell Martin Lucas Weekend. Great to see you.
Well, thanks for having me, Mo. I'm happy to be here, and we've got a great event in store once again. I think the third annual, we kind of know what we're doing. I like the sound of that, yes.
Right. Well, first of all, who was Mitchell Martin Lucas?
Mitchell Martin Lucas is my son. Unfortunately, he died of suicide on October 22nd, 2012, in his senior year of high school at age 17. And I don't have to tell you, but we miss him dearly. And it hurts. It still hurts.
How did you get to this point where this is now the third annual Legacy Weekend?
Well, we choose to heal in community and not in isolation. And we had such an outpouring of support during the funeral and after, and we really wanted to keep his legacy alive. So we started the Mitchell Martin Lucas Scholarship Fund, where we awarded $1,500 to a high school senior to further their education. And that was really out of our own pockets and from some of the funeral proceeds, and we needed a way to sustain that and really wanted a way to bring people together just to have some fun, laugh a lot, eat some food, drink some beer, and bang a few birds. And that's how this event got started.
So Mitchell would love this weekend.
Absolutely. And the setting is just all Mitchell at the Orlando Game Farm, south and east of Meesville on Orlando Road. Barney Otto has just got a great place there, and he's letting us take it over. This will be the opening weekend for the game farm, so we're the first ones in the field. We're the first ones on the pheasants, and it's going to be just a whole bunch of fun.
So the event is going to be on September 30th, and you bill it as Faith, Fun, Fellowship, Food, and Pheasants, and it is at the Orlando Game Farm, which I don't think a lot of people know about. It's kind of a hidden treasure, isn't it? It
is.
Tell us how you stumbled across it.
Well, Mitchell and I hunted there ourselves. Other people have golf tournaments, or they run, or they, drive in a demo derby, but Mitch and I enjoyed pheasant hunting together, and it just seemed like a natural fit to, it's fall, it's hunting season, where's my boy? So I'm gathering all my friends and all their friends and buds together to fill that gap and have a good time in the field and doing what we like to do best.
So tell us more about Mitch. What was he like?
Mitch, he was all outdoors. He lived a charmed life. He had four-wheelers and BB guns and shotguns and motorcycles, and he really liked to tear it up. This event is just what we would do on a weekend. We'd get up, have a little breakfast, go out in the field, bang a few birds, kick back, have some fun, and relax for the rest of the day. And that's exactly how we structured it.
So this event is a typical day for you.
I would hope so. I'm working towards retirement, so that's closer and closer, a typical day.
Well, I sure hope. There is nothing like the beautiful fall weather, is there?
Absolutely.
And this event, I know you are always, it seems, blessed with good weather as well. So this event is going to be on the 30th of September, and it runs from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Orlando Game Farm. Walk us through the day, please.
Well, the day starts with some wonderful refreshments, and we're so blessed to have great sponsors. Tim O'Brien at Green Mill is fixing us up with breakfast burritos, rolls, coffee, and juice, and we're just going to get ready for the hunt. And then we have two waves of hunters at 8:30 and 10:30, and we're hoping for a big turnout. After 2 o'clock, we'll get another wave out there. But people that are not hunting, the Hastings High School trap team under the direction of Earl Robinson is setting up clay target shooting, and that's something we offer for free, just to come out, sharpen your eye. Maybe it's the first time you shot a shotgun, but it gives you that opportunity to do it under the close direction and the trained eye of Earl and the trap team members, to get a feel for the shotgun and how to hit a moving target. So that's been very popular. I think last year we went through 1,000 or more clay targets. We're looking for a big turnout again this year.
The trap shooting team, is that something that Mitchell participated in?
Exactly right. Mitchell was on the inaugural trap team. Like a lot of kids south of town or out of town, organized sports just wasn't his bag. He played hockey, and he loved that. He tried baseball, and there's just too much sitting around. Football and wrestling, he tried them all, but when the trap team was organized, he was on it. And he was in the first inaugural season for the trap team. And a matter of fact, Mo, that the trap and skeet program in Minnesota has grown to be the largest organized high school sport in the state. And exponentially in the Midwest, people are really getting on board for this sport. Eventually, outside of the high school scholarship program, we want to work towards building a trap facility for our own trap team, so they don't have to travel to South St. Paul or Lake Elmo like they do now. So I may be getting ahead of myself, but I'm dreaming big, and I'm inviting the community to jump on board, and let's get her done.
Well, let's get back to this event, because money that you raised, I'm shocked at how much you have given already. Over $9,000 has been gifted to high school graduates just since 2013. You should be very proud of that.
Well, thank you. And it's really the generosity of the community that has done that. We've given them a venue, but we've put the word out there, and our friends from St. Philip's Lutheran community have been strong supporters, and same with the C's and local businesses and establishments. I got a whole list of people I'd like to thank, but it'd take too much time. And that's the other part of the event, Mo, is that you don't have to be a hunter to get out in the field to enjoy this. Those people and establishments have generously donated silent auction items, and we have some exciting raffles, and we have some silly games we play to keep everyone moving up until lunchtime. So in the past we've had minnow races, we've got blackjack, and now working with Barney, he's going to introduce something new. I think we're going to call it Duck Drop Bingo, and you can imagine what that's going to be like.
I actually don't want to, but okay. You mentioned the hunt. So you go out and you are hunting pheasants at the Orlando Game Farm, but the nice part is you don't really have to do the hard work after that. Tell us about that.
Right. Barney's got a crew. They're standing by to direct you out into the field. He's got 4 fields of different terrain and capabilities, so we encourage people to bring their dogs. This is the first time you can actually get in the field at Orlando Game Farm and get them ready for the season. But once you drop them, you bring them in, and they skin them and clean them and
You're
put them in a bag.
You're talking about the pheasants, not the dogs.
Exactly right. They take care of the pheasants, and they clean them and wrap them, and all you got to do is take them home.
So I mentioned eating at noon to 2. You're going to have pulled pork sandwiches, chili, and all sorts of other wonderful things. I like how you are just bringing joy to this event. And did you ever think you'd smile again, Jeff?
It wasn't there for a long time, and that's where the faith comes in. If you have faith, then you believe in hope, you revel in grace. You don't ask for it, it just rains down on you. My favorite saying is, "Here I stand in the Niagara Falls of God's blessings with my tiny tin cup." And we put this event out there, and it was a tiny tin cup, and it just has overflowed in the last 2 years. So right now we've got almost $20,000 in the kitty from the 2 events, and we want to build on that and make it grow. So with a strong outpouring of hunters, we're going to have that we're going to open the fields at 2 o'clock as well, and get even more people cycled through. But the lunch is kind of the ending point of the event. The silent auction closes immediately at 1 p.m., and that's when we'll announce the winners, and then the raffle thereafter. We've got some great prizes to give away for the raffles. I've got a wonderful Henry Golden Boy 22 rifle that's just darling to have to shoot or just to hang on your wall, but that'll be a prize raffle drawing for sure.
Jeff, tell us more about your family. You, your wonderful wife Lynn, and also your daughter Mackenzie. How have you come together as a family? I would assume that you've worked so hard with this event that it has really brought you closer, and it's been a positive thing.
The event is definitely a positive thing. It's our neighbors are central to this. Denise Swanson and her husband Lauren and Super Dave Slesher, they're the ones getting the lunches together. And it's just a time of reconnecting and creating that bond that got us through the hard times. Dave was the first one over to our house at the time of Mitchell's death, and without him directing traffic and the care and feeding of us afterwards, would have been a wreck. So in a lot of ways, we use this event just to renew those community ties and invite people back. Hey, have a good time. Let's talk, let's catch up, and have some fun doing it. So that's all about the fellowship in the community where we heal in community and not in isolation.
The high school scholarships that you give out, who do these go to, or who is able to apply for them? Well,
we target people that were just like Mitchell, and our criteria for choosing these worthy individuals has pretty much centered on a trap team member, someone who's interested in diesel mechanics would be awesome. Mitchell was accepted into the technical college diesel maintenance program, and that's where he worked until his death. And then just a big outdoor enthusiast and a goofball. So if you can wrap those four qualities up into an individual, you've got a real winner. And we've given 6 of these out, 4 to boys and 2 to girls. So it's equal opportunity for the scholarship fund.
And I bet that is really rewarding to be in front of these kids and present them with such a great gift.
Oh, very much so. It's a positive mark for them. Hey, I did something good. I was noticed. All of these kids are great volunteers in the community and go above and beyond to do a little bit extra to give back, and that's really what we want to reward.
And I know you must be amazed that something like this never would have come about had not you had such tragedy in your life.
Well, that's the grace that pours out on us, for sure. I want to give a shout-out to Doug Erickson at Hastings Ford. He's one of our sponsors from the get-go, and Troy Weathers. Without their initial enthusiasm, this event probably would not have gotten off the ground. And Pete Terry from Terry's Hardware, that's where Mitchell first worked. He was on board day one. What can I do? What can I give? It was those initial contacts that sprang us forward and gave us that reality that, hey, this is going to work, and it's going to be something. And
well, it sure is something, and we're so happy that you came in to invite our listeners to this event. And there's something for everybody there. It is the 3rd annual Blast and Legacy Weekend in honor of Mitchell Martin Lucas. It's September 30th. It's fun, faith, fellowship, food, and pheasants. It's at the Orlando Game Farm from 8 a.m. until at least 2 p.m. Registration can be done how?
They need to call me. That's about it. Or get a hold of Barney at the Orlando Game Farm and tell him you're coming. But we accept walk-ins on the day of the event. So if you're not sure how your Saturday's going to shake out and all of a sudden it's free, come on down and we'll work you in.
So your phone number is 612-619-0590, and we will post that also on our Facebook page. Good luck to you, and thanks for coming in, Jeff.
Thank you, Mo.
Really great to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to explain what's going on and invite people down, and I guarantee a good time.
It looks like it. And you are listening to another edition of Community in Depth on AM 1460 and FM 97.7 KDWA in Hastings.